Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick. If you are new to my channel, do me a favor right away and click that subscribe bell so that you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Comment and like and share this video. I sure would appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. Today I have a simple card that's really fun. We have launched at the beginning of the month some new online exclusives, and one of them is this bundle. It is called Pattern of Friendship. It has these fun little sayings on it, but the thing that's really neat about this bundle is it has this one giant die, and I'm going to show you something fun to do with it. So Pattern of Friendship bundle, we're going to be using the "You bring so much joy and laughter to my life." Isn't that just a neat saying? So I wanted to make this kind of colorful and fun, and so I brought in our 2024-2026 in color DSP. I've picked out a few pieces of this that we're going to be using, and then I did want to point out that I am going to be using the Nested Essential dies for one die just to put that sentiment in. So let's get started, and let me just start with this die so I can show you the fun little thing I want to do with it. I am pairing that with the Bubble Bath cardstock. So let me bring in the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now you are going to need a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is a simple card, but you will need a machine, and you're going to want the full size for this. This is a large die, so you're going to want that a good 6-inch clearance, not the smaller one. So to build the correct plate, you're going to need the layer 1, platform 2, and then you're going to need 2 of these 3 acrylics, okay? So we're going to start off like that, put 1 acrylic down, place, this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Bubble Bath cardstock down, and then I'm going to place the die on top of that. Whoops, I got that kind of crooked. Let's get that straight. It looks better when it's straight. Okay, so we're going to place that down, and then we're going to run this through. Okay, once that catches, then you can work that through. Now, don't get rid of the cut machine yet. So I want to pull this up and show you here this neat little stripe design on that. Can you see that? I hope that's coming off well. Now I'm going to take that same thing and I'm going to go the opposite direction now. So I'm going to turn it back over the same side, flip it over again, and we're going to run this through again. And then that way we're going to have kind of a gingham style. It's going to crisscross over. So run it through again. Oh, and I'm so sorry. I'm moving everything. There we go. Okay, I'll move this off here. And then we ran it through again. What I think I'll do is use my, take your pick tool here so that I can, there we go. So now look at that design on there. I love that. It's so subtle, but it's so pretty. Okay, so that's what this die does. I think it's quite fun. And again, that is the Pattern of Friendship bundle that I did. And so you do save 10% if you buy the bundle together, the stamp and the die. Okay. So let me pull this pack out. Okay, this is the Bubble Bath for the card base. What I like about this is it's very, very simple. This is such a little simple set. I love that. Okay, let's give it a good burnish down. And then, so for this one, it does make those little holes in there. And normally I do the green glue, and I love the green glue. On this one, And as you can see, that die kind of does a little fold job. I am going to use the Stampin' Seal. That way I know it's not going to goober up through. The only thing that I would say is when you're using the seal, there's no wiggle room. So I'm going to stand up so that I can see that I'm kind of getting this centered on here. There we go. It's very sticky adhesive. Okay. So, and I did want to do that extra piece on here, layer, because that die does kind of warp a little bit on the cardstock, so that way the base of my card is no longer, you know, warped because I have it on there. So what a cute little background, right? Okay, so let's do a little Stampin' here. I'm going to take that die from the Nested Essential dies, this one, it was that second one in, and I want to use the Summer Splash and that Sentiment. So I'm going to ink this up real well. I may have got that a little bubbly because I was inking too good. And I am going to stand because I do want to kind of center this, but I want it centered just a hair low. So we'll give that a good press so that ink can transfer. Okay, then let's set that aside. Now let me grab our Stampin' Trimmer. And I chose the Petunia Pop. And I really like the stripes when they're going in the vertical for this project. So I'm just going to cut a 1/4 inch off so that my stripes will be vertical on here, meaning like this on my project. And then I think I'm just going to do the peach. I'm going to do about a 1/2 inch on here also. And I like this kind of floral side, or maybe it's not floral, but it's foliage. That's what I was looking for. And then I'm going to do a 1/2 inch with these circles. Let's see. Yeah. Just was seeing what was on the other side. I don't know about you guys, but I always look when it's directional. Okay, so I am going to cut these down now to about 4.5. Okay, now I have a piece of basic white that I'm going to take, and I think sometimes it just makes it easier. It's trimmed a little less than 1.5 inches by about 4.5, and sometimes I think it's a little bit easier to, you know, glue down on a paper instead of trying to like line them all up. So I'm going to throw a little adhesive down. I should be using my mat in case I go off. This is the silicone craft sheet, and I'm just going to take this color and put it in the middle. Eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I think I'm going to do this color on top, and I want that kind of foliage. And then this one on the bottom, and I want those stripes showing. So I've got all the different patterns. And just get that kind of lined up. like so. Okay. Now, bringing our project back in, I'm going to go ahead, and I like to glue things fairly flat, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down here, and then we're going to kind of cover up most of it, but it'll have, isn't that pretty already? I'm going to make sure I get that in camera. Put that adhesive on here, and just kind of center. The thing that's nice is I can follow the lines of this and get it pretty straight. So I do like that, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Now this is where you can have your choice. You can either pop this up or you can leave it flat. I prefer to leave mine flat, for it just is easier to mail with things going up in the mail if you go over a 1/4 inch. And I'm going to place this just right on top of the, now see, I got it just a little off center, so I'll center it up a little bit. Just eyeball that in, and let me look. Oh, it's a little, there we go. Okay. So, oh my gosh, the colors are so cute. They're soft, but they're vibrant at the same time. So we've got this part done. Now, let's pull in some of our black and vanilla. Oh, it's a good thing I got another roll. But we don't need much of this. We're just going to take this and we're going to make a little small bow using it right like so. And I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Just keep working it until you get what you like on here. And I want just a little smaller yet. Let's see. Get that tightened down. Very nice. Okay. And we'll take and trim the tail a little shorter and trim this tail. There we go. Maybe I'll trim that just a hair shorter. There we go. And then with a glue dot, I'm going to just fold that over and look at it and see which side I like. And I like this one. So we'll go ahead and stick this right on here. Now this is going to give that bulk when it goes through the mail. So there we go. Okay, and then the last thing. I got these the other day. These are the Starburst sequins. And I want you guys to see them because the catalog and online does not do it justice. Look at these things. Oh my gosh. Aren't those fun? Those are so fun. And they're flat, just the way I like it. So I'm going to take a couple of these large ones. And these are in the Fresh Freesia, which goes so good with the Petunia Pop and the Bubble Bath. And I am just going to add that. I love that Stampin' Up! Makes our stuff coordinate. And I'm just going to put a couple of those there. And oh my gosh, isn't this just the cutest? It is so simple and so easy with that neat background, which gives so much interest to the card, especially, you know, that I did it both directions. Now, if you wanted to, you could just go up and down or across, whichever way you wanted to, but I ran it through twice, and I think it's adorable. So I hope you enjoyed this card. Again, remember, subscribe, comment, like, share. I appreciate all of it very, very much. Also, if you want the recipe for this card, sign up for my free email. I will put a description into the link of this video so that you can get this email. It will go out on Friday. Today's Sunday, so it'll go out this coming Friday, and that gives a little bit of time for you to catch this video, watch it, and sign up and get it. So all of my recipes are free when I do my YouTube and videos, so definitely get in on that. I do 2 a week. Also, if you want to purchase any of these products that I showed you today from the online exclusives, you can purchase them in my online store. Just remember to use this host code if you're placing an order under $150. And that way that gets you signed up for my Perks rewards. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. We're going to be gone out of town for a few days, but we'll be back on this Wednesday. And let's see, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, the 19th at 7 p.m. Central Time. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.